Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Awaiting the warmer air to arrive, but I'd be happy if we stayed right here at 13 degrees. That means it would be snow. It's the freezing rain I'm concerned about here, with temperatures in the upper 20s by the time the rain arrives. So we're definitely going to have rising temperatures after midnight here, awaiting a bit more of a westerly breeze, but it's on the way. However, it's cold enough now where even a couple degrees cooler than the 30 degrees expected by the time the rain falls could be a bit more problematic, meaning upper 20s. Any rain that falls will stick to just about anything. We have a light east wind. The wind's got to switch directions 180 degrees in order to give us that milder air overnight. So I'm happy with these colder temperatures. Unfortunately, it is inevitable that it's going to be getting a lot colder, warmer rather, simply because we have an area of low pressure moving through, and that's going to increase the wind back through Montana into western North Dakota, and therefore our temperature profile is going to be such that it'll be above freezing, several thousand feet above the ground, but here at the surface we're likely going to be below freezing. Really no worries the next several hours, but it's that ice accumulation here. Again, probably around 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We've got the potential for a coating of ice. What is the probability of any amount of ice? Again, fairly high. It's a likely category here between 60 and 80% over north central North Dakota down toward Jamestown here on the US 52 corridor. Especially toward Jamestown, there could be pockets well in excess of 1/10 of an inch. I don't know if we'll get quite that much here, but 0.05 to 1/10 seems to be about what I'm expecting right now, looking at some of the latest data coming in. Now, notice these temperatures. This might be a little bit too robust here at 32 degrees. If we are in the upper 20s at 8 o'clock here, again, we're going to have rising temperatures after midnight, but upper 20s is a lot worse than around 32 degrees with freezing rain. This being several degrees below freezing, we're not going to see a lot of dripping, but everything is going to freeze on contact with the ground. That could be a problem for the morning commute, but then we will be warming above freezing after 8 a.m. for several hours, taking us through the mid-evening time frame, and then by about 5 or 6, we're slipping back below freezing and in the single digits thereafter by midnight tomorrow night. What about the wind? Again, that's really the big story here in Minot. Not so windy early on here, but 43 mile per hour winds by noon, and then into that 55 to 60 degree range. That'll likely be about 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. So we're no doubt going to have a bit of a windstorm on the way. Again, freezing rain early. That's why we have a winter weather advisory. High wind warning kicks in by mid to late morning with winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Back toward Devil's Lake and Grand Forks, it is a winter storm warning where heavy snow is a probability. Not for us. We might see a little bit of snow, a bit more for the Turtle Mountains, but it's that rain and freezing rain. Again, 6 a.m. snapshot. Watch that continue to slide on through. By 10 o'clock, we're back in the mid to upper 30s, several hours well above freezing. But then watch what happens by late afternoon and the evening. We're back below freezing. We have the high winds, and I do fear we're going to have a period of blowing snow by about 6, 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. It's a wild ride. Several different hazards are present, including dangerously low wind chills by Friday and Saturday morning, even Sunday morning.